We were in Vienna and decided to take a boat trip down the Danube to Bratislava. It's about 40 miles away from Vienna down the Danube. So what better way to visit than a river cruise? Not only that, but we decided to indulge the kids and let them return by their favorite mode of transport, the train. Well, actually, these little 20-month-old kids are well-traveled. Between them, they have about 150,000 air miles, so a trip down the Danube is kids' play, so to speak. We're on the Twin City liner. It will take 75 minutes, reaching speeds of 50 miles an hour, and the one-way ticket only costs 30 euros.
The river is about 250 meters wide and 4 meters steep.
The ferry gives some information in English for tourists as we make our way there. The kids enjoying watching the world go by. We can also go on deck. Nate taking his 4K iPhone video. And this is his shot. The boat really does move fast, and it's fun to come up on deck as we speed down the river.
This is really something. We're really moving fast.
We soon arrive. The fun and sights of the trip making the time fly by. The iconic Bratislava castle being the first thing we see. Then we get the kids ready for the adventure. We're soon getting our first trip, a city bus tour that includes a visit to the castle. Already I feel like a tourist, but I have to admit that for someone who's never been here and will only be here a few hours and has 2 little kids in tow, this is a great way to start. Jump off the boat, jump on the bus, take the tour, see the city, the sights, the atmosphere, the trams. Bratislava Castle. The sign tells us it dates back to the Stone Age and has a written record dated 907 AD. The imposing rectangular building with 4 corner towers stands on a rocky hill of the little Carpathian Mountains, directly above the Danube River in the heart of the city. It's certainly a dominant feature of the city and has been for centuries. Queen Maria Theresa of Austria and Hungary in the 18th century spent much time here. The location provides views of Bratislava Austria, and, in clear weather, even parts of Hungary. The castle has lasted so long simply because it's strategically located in the center of Europe and, like Vienna, in a pass between the Little Carpathians and the Alps. It was also, from ancient times, an important ford used to cross the Danube River. After the castle, we continued our city tour. The new bridge has a UFO restaurant on top of it with spectacular views. We ended the tour in the Slovak National Theatre in the center of town. And guess what? It's shopping time. For souvenirs, that is, and a walk around. The Carlton Hotel, overlooking the tree-lined esplanade. This is a beautiful place to relax. As I've said before, the kids love water. We're enjoying this trip. The boat trip here was fantastic. The orientation bus trip, a great way to start. And now, a chance to soak in the atmosphere of this medieval city. But it's time to eat. And Rachel wants to try the local food. Great idea. This is sirloin steak, pork loin, ham, mushroom, French fries, and rice. This is duck, pork skewer, and devil's fire. And it was all as good as it looked. The challenge of this trip was to have fun as a family. It was a joy to have the kids with us, though a challenge, which actually enhanced the enjoyment of it all. A shot with the iconic workman is a must. Then my favorite pastime of strolling and observing. Perhaps a better word is perceiving. Mozart is just as much loved here as in Vienna. And yes, Mozart was here too. Not living here, he just had a gig here. An excellent string quartet was playing a little night music. So we got to enjoy. They were excellent. And their music provided a great backdrop to enjoying the sights and sounds of this fascinating city. But did I mention the tastes too? Coffee in this part of the world is renowned. Bella draws our attention to it. In no time at all, we're savoring the extreme pleasure of a cup of Bratislava coffee. Excellent.
There's orange in it.
We are actually surrounded by a very pleasant city on all sides. Now, we'd seen the plaque that said Mozart was here. I didn't see one that said Napoleon was here, though he most certainly was. The tower is actually Michael's Gate, the only city gate that remains of the medieval fortifications and is one of the oldest town buildings. We walked through it into the old town. But by now we're making our way to the railway station. We're actually a little early because we don't yet have our train tickets. On one side we have the old town, on the other side the new city. Then the bus station, which is right outside the railway station. So we buy the tickets, we have an ice cream, and then get our seats on the train. Which takes just over an hour back to Vienna. And cost €15 one way, including Wi-Fi. It's been a memorable and fun day.
Where are we going now?
When we got back to Vienna, we jumped on the U-Bahn back to the apartment. Now that was a fun day.